Hello, and I'm Sally, and I'm the founder of Wise Woman Guide, and I just wanted to share a little bit today about resistance. I experienced it this morning. I regularly experience it. We all do. And I'll just share my personal journey with it. I was sitting down to drink my ceremonial cacao in my lovely mug, and felt this resistance. And what my mind was telling me was all the things I should be doing. So the list of things that need to be done on a Monday morning, because I'm doing this video on a Monday, and it was really uncomfortable because I couldn't settle. I just couldn't settle. I couldn't appreciate what I was drinking, and the ceremonial cacao means an awful lot to me. So what I did, I'll just share my own personal journey, was with the resistance. I thanked it. The resistance it's almost like this sticky glue that goes within you, and it's almost shuts you down. And as I was talking in this internal dialogue with it, I was just saying, thank you. There's a reason why you're here. There was a very good reason why you have been here. Thank you for keeping me safe. And it just flowed from there. So what I'm encouraging you to do is do exactly the same. And for me, what I then went through when I was just talking with a dialogue with this particular moment was that there's been many times in my past when it wasn't safe for me to be totally present. And so I was going, I understand that there was many times that I haven't been safe, but now I am. And what that started to do was just soften the relationship with the resistance, because it was almost like it was very jingly jangly, because I was trying to get out of the resistance and just enjoy the moment. And I couldn't when I was in this, it's almost like a confrontation with it, really. So first of all, I thanked it. And then what naturally happened was when I was holding my mug, I could feel the warmth of the mug against my hand, and that for me was a sign that I was becoming very much more in the present moment, because I could just feel the warmth, and that in itself was just this reminder that for resistance it is this present moment practice helps immensely, because then I could appreciate what I had at that moment. And I'm just sharing this with you now because we all have resistance, and we all have a resistance when we're choosing ourselves, when we're going to do something different, when we're it's like when we stay in our comfort zone. We call it comfort zone, but to be honest it's not, because what happens is the resistance then is there to keep you in a certain space. So it's when we start to step outside of the comfort zone that the resistance just goes, hang on, I need to keep you safe. And just I'm asking you just to work with it and just talk to it. And then also another lovely thing that you can then bring in when it starts to soften after you've had a dialogue with it is the reason why so if you're thinking of a change, if you're going to do something and the resistance comes up, what's the reason why? So say it's you want to get fitter, as an example, then when it starts to soften, when you have that moment when you felt like I did when I felt the warmth of the mug, that's when it just starts to soften. You can feel the resistance start to soften, and then in that moment bring in the reason why. So say if it's exercise, I want to be fitter, I want to be out in the nature, I want to feel the wind on me when I'm walking, when I'm running, so just do this little practice, and it's a step by step by step, because resistance comes up, and if we do not allow ourselves to walk with it and work with it, we get smaller. And I know from my own experience, but it's also understanding that resistance is there for a reason. Now, when it's a gut feeling of you shouldn't be doing something, it's very visual and you feel it in the gut. But resistance, it feels like something, it almost freezes you, because it's almost like trying to stop you. And that's the difference between resistance and a response to, yeah, you shouldn't go there or you shouldn't do that. There will be a gut feeling, but you'll still you'll be very, your energy will feel like it's flowing. Resistance feels like it's like this sticky, gluey, muddy type thing. And so I'm just sharing this with you now, so as you can start the journey of just exploring resistance, because resistance comes up daily. Any time I think of doing something different, say changing a company with, energy company or something, you'll have exactly the same thing, that resistance come up, because it'll stay with what's known, it's staying with what's predictable, but also means we do not grow. And I've got the lovely minion here, it's my son's. Is to have fun with it. So if you start to bring a playful energy in it, it's almost like Play-Doh that you start to play with it. So start to play with the resistance. If you just feel like you're at loggerheads with it, it will not give. And so just start this gentle practice and let me know how you get on. Much love and many blessings.